On this DVD, there are going to be 5 sentences. I'm going to speak each sentence, say the word, say the sentence, and then I'm going to break it down and do one word at a time. Then I'm going to put 2 words together, and I might at some point put 3 words together. I hope this will help you so you'll be able to do it yourself. Here's the first sentence. My friend sat there, looking out the window at the incredible blue sky. He had been brought up in Los Angeles and never remembered seeing anything as beautiful. He turned to me with a look on his face that I will never forget. This is about, I moved back to Vancouver in 1993, and my friend came up to visit me a few months later, and I picked him up at the airport. I have a red convertible. I think it was a yellow one back then. I picked him up, and the top was down. It was a beautiful summer day in Vancouver. He looked out at the blue sky and the clouds, and he said, Andy, you're the luckiest guy in the world to live in this beautiful city. It's so clean, and I just left LA. It was hot and smoggy, probably 30 degrees, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, so hot. He had never actually been outside of Los Angeles, and he was really quite amazed at how beautiful Vancouver was. Here's what he said, or here's what I remember about that time. My friend sat there, looking out the window at the incredible blue sky. He had been brought up in Los Angeles and never remembered seeing anything as beautiful, talking about Vancouver. He turned to me with a look on his face that I will never forget. So we can do that one word at a time. Close your lips. My, ready for friend. Friend, ready for sat. Open your mouth a bit. Sat, make the T. Sat. There, ready? There, ready for looking. Looking, open your mouth. Out, ready for out? Out, ready for the window? The window. Do it again, ready? The window. At the incredible. The incredible. Close your lips. Blue, blue, ready for sky. Sky. So it's my friend sat there, looking out the window at the incredible blue sky. You're telling a friend, my friend sat there, looking out the window at the incredible blue sky. Let's see if we can put those words together. My friend sat there, looking out the window at the incredible blue sky. We started to put words together. Let's see if we can do it. My friend sat there, looking out the window at the incredible blue sky. My friend sat there, looking out the window at the incredible blue sky. Look what happens when you think you're ready to talk normally. You just lessen the time in between the clumps, nothing else. You don't need to do anything. Keep everything the way it was. Take your time, position, long words, long vowels, but simply take less time in between the clumps. Here's the next sentence. He had been brought up in Los Angeles and never remembered seeing anything as beautiful. He had been brought up in Los Angeles and never remembered seeing anything as beautiful. How do we put these together? He had been brought up in Los Angeles and never remembered seeing anything as beautiful. Let's do that together. He had been brought up in Los Angeles, and never remembered, seen anything, open mouth, as beautiful. Ready? Open mouth, as beautiful. Do it again. He turned to me with a look on his face that I will never forget. I started to put on that third sentence lots of words together, 3 words together. Do it together. He turned to me with a look on his face that I will never forget. If I did it one word at a time, he turned to me with a look on his face, or his face, that I will never forget. Becomes, he turned to me. Start again. He turned to me with a look on his face that I will never forget. Let's do it. There are a couple of threes there. Let's do it together. Ready? He turned to me with a look on his face that I will never forget. You try it yourself. Turned to me with a look on his face that I will never forget. That's the first sentence. Really good. My friend sat there looking out the window at the incredible blue sky. He had been brought up in Los Angeles and never remembered seeing anything as beautiful. He turned to me with a look on his face that I will never forget. Good job on sentence 1. Sentence 2. The police were chasing this car down the highway. The police were chasing this car that was zooming down the highway at over 120 k's an hour. Their sirens were screaming. I almost didn't have time to get out of the way. It seems to me that there must be a better way of apprehending guys like that. Putting people like me in danger is not my cup of tea. Here's a man driving down the highway, very minding his own business. Police cars come by and almost run him over. And he says, boy, there should be a better way of getting these bad guys, not almost killing me. All right? How about the police were chasing this car down that was zooming down the highway at over 120 k's an hour. The police were chasing. Chasing is like a T but a ch. Chasing this car that was zooming. Z is just open your mouth just a bit. Z. Let the air go through the teeth. Zooming down the highway at over 120 k's an hour. Let's do it together. The police were chasing this car that was zooming down the highway at over, ready? At over 120 k's an hour. Do it again. 120 k's an hour. Notice when we do numbers, we don't go 120. We go 120. Say each number individually. 120 k's an hour. Their sirens were screaming becomes their sirens were screaming. Do it again. Their sirens were screaming. I almost didn't. Ready? I almost didn't have time. Ready? Have time to get out of the way. To get out of the way. Let's do that sentence again. I almost didn't have time to get out of the way. I almost didn't have time to get out of the way. One more time. I almost didn't have time to get out of the way. I felt every position. I hope you're starting to feel every position. It seems to me that there must be a better way of apprehending guys like that. It seems to me that there must be, ready? There must be A better way, ready? A better way of apprehending? Of apprehending guys like that. Guys like that. Good for you. Putting people like me in danger is not my cup of tea. Putting people like me in danger is not my cup of tea. What is putting people like me in danger is not my cup of tea? Is not my cup of tea is not something I like. Do it again. Putting people, ready, like me in danger is not my cup of tea. Do it with me. Ready? Putting people like me in danger is not my cup of tea. Good for you. The police were chasing this car that was zooming down the highway at over 120 k's an hour. Their sirens were screaming. I almost didn't have time to get out of the way. It seems to me that there must be a better way of apprehending guys like that. Putting people like me in danger is not my cup of tea. All right, sentence number 3. Why does my sister love Mozart so much? I see her sitting on her chair with her earphones on and a huge smile on her face. She adores the symphonies and piano concertos. Why does my sister love Mozart so much? Let's do it. Why? Why does? Does my sister, make that R, sister, love, ready? Love Mozart so much. Again, why does my sister love Mozart so much? When I put them together, it's all words, it's all groups of two. Why does my sister love Mozart so much? You do it, ready? Why does my sister love Mozart so much? I see her sitting in her chair. My tongue is up there with the T. Chair. With her earphones on. Hard word. On. On. And. There's the D. A huge smile. Smile on her face. She adores the symphonies and piano concertos. Do it. She adores the symphonies and piano concertos. Why does my sister love Mozart so much? Do it. Why does my sister love Mozart so much? I see her sitting in her chair with her earphones on and a huge smile on her face. She adores the piano concertos and symphonies. Sorry again. She adores the symphonies and piano concertos. She adores the symphonies and piano concertos. Good. Sentence number 4. It's about a mother who notices that her son, when he watches TV, totally concentrates 100%. But when he has to do his homework, he's not very good at concentrating. When the TV show came on, I was amazed, says the mother, at how quickly James was completely absorbed in the program. He just was totally into the program. I could have set off a time bomb right there in the living room. Imagine that. I could have set off a time bomb right there in the living room, and he wouldn't even have hardly noticed it. His dad wishes he had the same concentration for his homework. Ready? When the TV show came on. Ready? When the TV show came on. I was amazed. I was amazed at how quickly. Ready? At how quickly. I was amazed at how quickly. Ready? I was amazed at how quickly he was completely absorbed in the program. How completely absorbed he was in the program. I could have set off a time bomb right there in the living room. Ready? I could have set off a time bomb right there in the living room. Do it. I could have set off a time bomb right there in the living room. See if we can put words together. I could have set off a time bomb right there in the living room. That's what I expect most of you to be able to do. His father wishes he had the same concentration when it comes to his schoolwork. His dad wishes he had the same concentration when it comes to his schoolwork. Let's see if you can do that with your kids. Ready? His dad wishes he had the same concentration when it comes to his schoolwork. Good job. Last sentence. My daughter and son called me last night. My daughter and son called me last night. You do it? My daughter and son called me last night. Do it together. 2, 2, 2, 2. Ready? My daughter and son called me last night. It was such a wonderful chance, a beautiful chance, to tell them how much I miss and I love and miss them. It was such a beautiful chance. Do it. It was such a beautiful chance to let them know how much I love and miss them. Ready? It was such a beautiful chance to let them know how much I love and miss them. This is for Daniel and Rachel. It's so difficult when they're so far away. Let's do that. It's so difficult when they're so far away. It's so difficult when they're so far away. But I've learned in life that sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want. Let's do that again. It's so difficult when they're so far away. Again, it's so difficult when they're so far away. But I've learned that. Do it again. Close your lips. But I've learned that sometimes in life, do it, sometimes in life, things don't always turn out the way you want. Ready? Things don't always turn out the way you want. Good job on all those sentences. Practice them, and the more you do, hopefully the better you'll get. We're almost finished. I must speak more slowly. Here's a kind of a summary. How do you continue to improve? It says, I must speak more slowly in order to give myself time to put my tongue and lips in the proper digital position. Then take in air. Then force out air. Finally, make every word have a long vowel. Use your hand to help you do this. So, position, wait, bring up hand, say the word, push out the word, and make a long vowel. Study the alphabet positions. You should learn them as quickly as you can. And be able to get into the correct position with your tongue and lips immediately for the next word. That's really a big secret. Whatever the word is, get there quick before you even think about saying the word, because you can't raise your hand until you're in position plus 1 second. Relax completely. This will make you speak effectively or help you diminish or get rid of your foreign accent. Take a look at the key sheet every day. Remember that sheet on page 5. What things can you do every day? It says, I have taught you to speak American English. I'm sorry about that, for better or worse. Watch some American TV shows like CSI Miami. Watch David Caruso wearing his sunglasses, such slow, clear words. Or listen to news broadcasts to hear their clear delivery. There's a woman on CNN on Sunday morning by the name of Frederica. I don't know her last name. She's a black woman in her 40s, light-skinned. She's a beautiful speaker, so clear. You speak like her, you'll have no accent, absolutely no accent. You might try and speak without using your hand. You might try and speak without using your hand. Let's try that. I'm going to just do a little bit. You might try and speak without using your hand. If I do it very, very gently, you might try and speak without using your hand. You stand up and just let your arm drop right down by your side and just tap it gently. I will try and speak by just gently tapping my hand. Do it again. I will try and speak by just gently tapping my hand. Here's a sentence. Let's see if we can do this very gently. If you need to find the reason why, I will help you do it. If you need to find the reason why, I will help you do it. Ready? If you need to find the reason why, I will help you do it. Do it again. If you need to find the reason why, I will help you do it. Just a stupid little sentence, but it will help you hopefully see how fast or slow you can do it. How about if I get pretty good and I can speed it up? If you need to find the reason why, I will help you do it. Lots of different positions there. Some are easy, some are hard. When they're easy positions, you can say the word faster. When they're hard, like the B, M, and P, and the F, and the B, and the W, and the L, those are all hard. Wait a little longer. You may be entitled to 1 hour of free follow-up. You can find out if this works for you by emailing me at andy@andykrieger.com or go to my website, www.andykrieger.com. If you want follow-up, we can communicate by phone or by using a webcam with Skype or Windows Live Messenger. You send me an email, we'll discuss the possibilities. I want to finish by having you say, my name is, give your name, and I came to Canada from wherever about how many years ago. My name is, and say your name. Ready? My name is, say your name. Sa. Listen. And I came to Canada from wherever. Ready? And I came to Canada from China about 7 years ago. You do it, put in your own words. Ready? And I came to Canada from China about, or from, let you do it. From, about, how many years ago? Years ago. My name is, and say your name. Ready? My name is, say your name. Sa. Listen. And I came to Canada from wherever. Ready? And I came to Canada from China about 7 years ago. You do it, put in your own words. Ready? And I came to Canada from China about, or from, let you do it. From, about, how many years ago? Years ago. Good. My name is and I came to Canada from about blah blah years ago. You do it? Good for you. Did you hear a difference? I hope you're speaking without an accent. Once you get this DVD, I'd appreciate it if you'd send me an email, let me know what you thought about the DVD. Do you think at the end you showed some improvement? Could you hear it in yourself? If you go into a corner of a room, just go into the corner. I can't get up. If you go into the corner of a room and go right into the corner, put your face right against the wall, your shoulders right against the wall, you will be able to hear yourself. Right now I can hear myself perfectly. So you might talk a little old way. My name is Lou. I came to Canada from Hong Kong. My name is Lou, and I came to Canada from Hong Kong about 27 years ago. So you can listen to yourself. The last slide here says, congratulations and good luck. Thank you for buying this DVD. Now that you've watched it, you can go out into the world and practice. Remember to find somebody at home who you feel comfortable talking to, then go to work. Find somebody at work. You don't have to do more than a couple of minutes each day, but as you do it, maybe you start to say to yourself, I can pick up that phone and say a few words, speaking more slowly. Tell your friends that you're going to start speaking this new way all the time. You're not going to go back to the old way. Watch TV. Try to take every opportunity to speak this more slower but more specific way of speaking. Go to this website and you will be able to use the latest technology to enhance your practice, and using a webcam, you will record yourself as you follow me through the exercises. My wonderful interactive learning module is a powerful tool to achieve accent reduction. You can contact me at any time at andy@andykrieger.com. That's Krieger. I'd like to thank my father for having me born in San Francisco. I'd like to thank Stanford for giving me a wonderful education and allowing me to hear Sergeant Shriver. I'd like to thank Stanford for allowing me to graduate and for allowing me to go to Ethiopia. Thanks to the American government for going to Ethiopia and having such a wonderful experience. I'd like to thank Kadani for coming to the door and telling me to speak more slowly. I'd like to thank that American producer for, I'd actually like to thank Warner Brothers Central Casting for allowing me to watch actors speak. I'd like to thank that American producer for allowing me to, or making me try to teach the actors how to speak American, and especially thanks to Francis for showing up at the door and allowing me to learn that there was a total connection between speaking American and speaking without an accent. Listen to Obama. You might even hear what I'm hearing, and that is most of the time he's an amazing speaker. But other times he forgets, or he doesn't think about it, and he speaks a little too fast, and his words are not as long and elegant. They're sort of short and very unimpressive. So hear the good words that President Obama is speaking, but be aware that when he, just like you, doesn't get the exact positions, sometimes he doesn't speak the way we want him to speak. All the best, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this DVD, and I wish you all the best in your future. I hope you really are able to speak in a totally different way. Thank you very much.